Hello, welcome to Into Radius 2. This is the Old Man Gamer. Starting a new YouTube channel. Don't know if anything will ever come of it. I just wanted to contribute to the streaming and the gameplay community out there. I've learned a lot, how to play a game or what the challenges are a game or what bugs might be in a game and workarounds from the community. So I thought I might contribute to it as well. I've been a gamer for quite a long time. As I said, I'm an old man, but I do enjoy it. I got myself a Quest 3, played standalone for a while, really enjoyed like Asgard's Wrath, just a very big game. Got ITR at some point, and ITR was phenomenal. I loved it. It's the best VR game I played. I played Saints and Sinners as well, and Retribution, which are great games, but ITR it's just on top of all of them, in my opinion. Anyway, we're playing ITR2. I've been through it already. I got to security level 3. I thought there was a security level 4. There isn't yet, so it's early access. But they just dropped a bunch of bug fixes, so I thought I'd play a whole game playthrough with hopefully some bugs that I encountered during my first playthrough. Hopefully those are not there. I'll maybe talk about them a little bit as we go through. Anyway, I've been experimenting with different recording options, and we'll talk about those as well, but right now we're just going to start a mission. I didn't do the tutorial in this one. There's lots of people taking us all the way through the tutorial out there in the gameplay world. I'm just going to go right to it. First mission is in the peninsula. It's right up here, and really you just walk in and then you got to go over here and pick up a weather item and then get out. So that's what we're going to do. I'll try to stay as focused as possible on the missions. The bones of this game are great because ITR is great, and they really respected, the original ITR. They increased the color, but it still got the mood. They really nailed the mood and the setting of Into the Radius. So I'm very impressed. By the way, that bleep sound you heard was me accomplishing the first step of the mission, and then they pop you they put up a new waypoint for you to go to the second location. And there are several missions like that where you go to one waypoint, and then once you're there, you got to go to another waypoint, and another and another. And it drives you deeper and deeper, usually into the arms of enemies. So I believe on the initial loadout you didn't get a chest lamp, which they're giving you one now, which is awfully generous of them. Because in the first one you kind of had to scrounge around and you got yourself a flashlight, and the flashlights just suck. So it's so much easier to be hands-free, and the light is so much bigger and brighter and just better overall. These are probes. Throw them in the anomaly fields. I'll be demonstrating to that later as well. Speaking of which, I gotta straighten some things out. I like my probe to go up on my chest. I like to keep a stim on my arm, so I changed that. Cigarettes. In the original ITR, I smoked. I was just like a chain smoker, but it had a purpose in the game. It helped you with your stamina, gave you some stimulants, I guess. And the mechanic itself was complete because I could find an individual cigarette, take it, open the box, put a cigarette in it, and fill my cigarettes back up, and keep a full pack. But in this game, you can't manually open the box. At least, nope, they haven't done anything about that yet. So I'm sure they'll fix up that mechanic and get it fully functional again at some point. And yeah, I gotta go get that weather thing. And hopefully, I believe, the ladders of death has been fixed. In the original one, I died probably 10 times climbing ladders. You just climb a ladder, boom, you're dead. And then there's one in the forest where you climb up, or you try to climb down, and you fall, and it shot me way up. I've seen a couple people run into that bug. I mean, like, you go way into the stratosphere, and then fall back down. It's pretty interesting little bug. And I believe we have a complete mission. Yeah, so we'll go back and complete the mission. And then I think we get another mission a little bit deeper into the peninsula here. But they've really done a great job setting the mood and the environment. And the graphics are, unbelievable. Some of the detail on the items. Like this, you get real close, it's fairly flat. But it still looks really good. And you don't want to waste too many CPU cycles, drawing individual pebbles. So that would not be a very effective game. Missions, and we'll complete this one. And I think they have fixed this. When you come in, even though you completed the mission out there, and it marked it was ready to complete, you come in and it wasn't complete, and then you had to grab the items that were on that mission in order to get it to register as complete, even though they were in your backpack. So I think they fixed that. And we got 400. Oh, I guess I need the other mission, don't I? And we'll accept our new mission. And this one is in the peninsula again. So what I'm probably going to do on this one is I'll just pop in. There's a little library nook up here. I'm going to take a look and see what's up there. There is an anomaly field, I think, right over here. I'm going to grab an item out of that. Then we'll go to there and grab that. And then I'll probably come back at that point, because I don't want to lose too much health early on. And I don't want to have to buy a lot of health. I heard one of the streamers I watch regularly said there was a lot more health out there now, so I guess it's yet to be seen. Because the early game, that was one of my biggest complaints, was I can't find enough health stims out there. There's no regeneration artifact like in the old game. And the regens were massively helpful in the old games. And by the way, here's where probes come in. Gotta watch out for those guys. Those guys have probably hurt me more in this game than any mimic, any gun, anything. The anomaly fields are the worst. They make it really hard. And I don't mind hard games. I just want it to be fair. Which, I gotta... some might consider these anomaly fields as not being fair. It depends. The only thing right now that I see is those reflectors used to make noise all the time, but here's one over here. If I go up here and listen, there's just a faintest of sounds. And I don't know that's there. You gotta get really close. So it's a slight bit unfair because you don't know they're there. And they put them like everywhere, so it's very hard to move around freely in the game. So those are these are anomalous inert artifacts, yeah. artifacts that are found. They have different wrappers. That one is a gentle one. You can just put your hand in and grab. There's a glass one that you have to put a light up to, and it explodes, but it can hurt you if you stand too close. Everything can hurt you in here. And then there's another like jug that you have to shoot. And there may be more in the future game. He saw me. And the enemies in this game compared to the enemies are so much smarter. And they have a strategy to how they come at you. Whoa. See? And they are really good shots. I don't know how. Is that him? And so in this game, I'm going to try to be really careful. I would be less careful and run up and shoot this guy, but I want to see if I play this as close to deathless kind of strategy as possible. Is it possible in this game to do that?
You nasty girl.
Yeah, I'm a nasty girl. Nasty girl. Whoa. Oh, and one thing you can do is use the backpack as shield, which is kind of cool. According to I think Conroy Jenkins. There you go. That is not on purpose. And I hope they just leave it in if it is in fact not on purpose, because it does balance it out a little bit and can shorten gunfights, but also help you protect your health. Because I mean, in some cases without that, I just don't see how you can protect your health. And then I was getting on that earlier, where health costs massive amounts of money, massive amounts of security credits in this game, and it's very, very difficult to have go out and loot and get a bunch of security items you can sell for security credits, and then while you're out looting, you get hit a lot, especially by these things, and you end up spending all the money on the health that you had to burn through. This is where probes become very important. I don't think I can get in between those. Okay, where do I go? I must have to get up here. These anomaly fields can get freaking insane. And what's worse, see? That could have been that could have been totally death right there. If that bounced me into another one, which bounced me into another one, and then it bounces you back and forth like a freaking ping pong ball in a pinball machine. Over there. And that's a little bit of complaint. Sometimes these things can be a little unfair, because you can't, at least in the old ITR, those reflectors would go off relatively frequently and you could see the boundaries. But in this one, they don't trigger that often. Don't hurt me, don't hurt me. Oof. That was problematic. Oh, this is a light one. See, I'm feeling too close to this guy. Let me get back out of here. Oh, I'm dead. See? How did that even happen? I wasn't anywhere near... It's just... kind of silly. So, there. And now I have 2 of these, and basically, in order to stay reasonably healthy, if I were in, like, if I had a gunfight coming, I would want to burn both of those up. And then I've got to go buy, I think they're 180 a pop for these red ones. I mean, it's ridiculous. And they don't leave enough out here for you to find when you're scrounging, so you end up having to buy most of your health. You get lots of ammo, but for ammo for guns you don't yet have, which is fine. You know, you build up a collection, and then when you do get that gun, then you have plenty of ammo. But you can't ever collect enough health. There's just, you cannot have enough health in this game. And they need to balance that a little bit. You know, before we had the regen artifact, I'm hoping they'll introduce an artifact that you find, like the one I found earlier, that would just, regen health like like in the old game. Because you get a few of those, and that can carry you through. Come on, seriously? Up in the tree. Can't tell, I hate anomaly fields. And I hate reflectors in particular. Because they feel a little unfair to me. You can't tell they're there, you don't know where they're at. Throwing probes is not even a foolproof way of getting through. Seriously? Where's the other one? Oh, it's up there. Okay. And these, I gotta hit this again. God damn it. Damn, that was a bad shoot. Bad shooting on that one. But you see, I've hardly encountered any any serious dangers, like as far as fighting and gunfights and everything else. But I've already burned through the health I started with. So anyway, these you can throw. They shrink up and then you run past while they're shrunk down before they explode on you. The pickle jar. Take that back. I'll shrink him down, just give me some space. Alright. And what's... I'm still beeping. Another one. Oh, it's over here. I don't know if I want to get into the gunfight with those guys yet or not. It might be worth looting their house. And he saw me already. These guys are good shots. You shoot at their gun flashes. I didn't see him at all. But luckily he was firing, and I could see where he was firing from. And if you hit their gun flashes, you hit them. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and do this, aren't I? With half health, less than half health. There should be, I think, 2 more guys. And the backpack as a shield isn't, to me, any sort of cheat at all. See, he hit me once. So, I mean, it's not like over-the-top easy shield to use. Tell you what, I'm 1 shot away from death here. Make sure I get a full clip here. A little tactical reload here. Seeing as I have like 0 health, I should not be taking this guy on. There he is.
You nasty girl.
Can't believe I missed him. I don't like you much either. There he goes. Okay. Now, there's sometimes a health back here. No health. I thought they were supposed to be a little more generous with health now. I need health, I need health, I need health. Please, I need health. You gonna leave me anything? I mean, this is good and all, but I could use some health. Health would be nice. I'll take these. No, I want the bag, thank you. These will come in handy when I get my AK at some point. It also kind of upset me that, I was working so hard to get to level 3, so security level 3, so I could get those guns. And then when you get the guns, what's the point? There's no security level 4 mission. And so I was a little disappointed there. But again, it's early access. They'll be adding that kind of stuff later. They'll have another set of difficult missions to get through with those higher level guns. In the meantime, you can have fun just doing a replay and figuring out strategies and how to deal with the different idiosyncrasies, right, of the game. And you get better at it. There's my stem. Thank you. Stop this heartbeat thing going on. Alright. Crackers. Don't do any good in the game. Hunger, by the way, these cigarettes. The mechanic's not complete. I mean, you can smoke them, but it's just not the same as the original ITR, so hopefully they fix that mechanic up and get you to a better place with the cigarettes so you can make them as much of a gameplay mechanic as the previous. Right now it just doesn't fit. One of the things they supposedly changed, and I can verify that they did, so you see how slow my clock is ticking? Before it would tick like super fast in the first release of the early access. And I think everybody's complaining that it ticked like way too fast. And you lost your daylight hours really quick. So I can already tell it's lasting longer, which is nice. Radius nuggets, so it's dust laying around. It's just straight up security credits. I don't know how much. It would be nice if you could, if it would like flash how many security credits get absorbed by grabbing those things. Headset adjustment here. But it's just straight up dollars that you're collecting. You don't have to sell or anything. It's just immediate. I haven't been able to tell how much you actually are getting when you grab one of those. And then there's more of this map. This is an anomaly field right here, and then you go down to the end. There's some enemies in a house. There's a GSH down there, which I'll probably be getting in my next episode, and another anomaly field down there. And I've just got to get better at navigating these anomaly fields because they are the worst part of the game that I have yet to fully figure out. I can deal with most of the mimics and the shooting and even the creeps, they call them, I think, now, instead of the little spider things. They're basically VHS film tangled up with scissors side. Kind of funny. And the chair's hilarious. So yeah, I think we'll call that a day here. And it's nice because you can spend a decent amount of time, with the time going slower, you can spend a decent amount of time collecting and looting and doing everything, and then not have to face being out all night long. Whereas in the other one, you had to be out all night because you had, in order to finish looting a place. I mean, just taking 10 minutes to loot a place and you'd be done. It just happened so fast, and then you were forced to play in the dark. And depending on the situation, the dark isn't that bad, right? It really does just depend on the situation and the layout and the context. I mean, you have enemies shooting at you. It's kind of nice at night when you're shooting, when you're dealing with mimics, and they're off in the distance out there. They have these orange faces, and they're well lit, so you see them bopping around out there, and you have nice targets to shoot at. So nighttime fights are not a bad thing, but then you run up against those little creepy spider things in the middle of the night, and then maybe you're running without a light because you don't want to be detected too soon, and they detect you quick anyway, but with the light they detect you faster. So you're running around without a light, and those creeps come up on you. And at some point, in some places it gets so dark where literally you cannot. This is nothing compared to what it is like when it's really dark. When it's like this, and it gets insane that you can't see anything, and then it kind of ruins the game. All right, heading home. And we'll turn this mission in. And then I'll show you how I do a clean out and we'll wrap it up. Complete. Oh, wait, I put it in my pocket, didn't I? Here we go. And I get a gun. I get a shotgun. This will come in handy. Much the same way the original game, where you come in after that second mission and there's a shotgun on top of the terminal with the shells for you. Pretty nice. So usually when I get done, I'll turn in my missions, and it may not be in any particular order. I'll come in here. There is a health stim in here, so should have picked that up before I left, but didn't need it. I'll come in here and I'll kind of do a quick sort. Like I said, I keep ammo and clips because I don't know if clips, magazines, I don't know what people prefer to call them. I'll alternate between the naming of them, but I'll keep a clip of almost anything that I know for sure that I would like to use if I got that gun, so I don't have to buy them. I hate the Makarov, so I'm going to be selling that guy. And I keep the ammo for everything. And just get it all inventoried, take the individuals out of the clips, get them in boxes if I have the boxes. That's a PM mag. Oh, that's my empty that I ran through out there. Alright. 919, that's when I get my M9. Love the M9. Oops. Go this way. Empty boxes of ammo are decent money, and you get enough of them, so they add up pretty quick. Hundreds of dollars early in the long run. So I'll just keep everything. I'm selling. All these are just bits and bobs, and not making tons of money off them, but you know, in numbers, it adds up. Let me top everything off real quick. I'll keep one of these. So these items that you're picking up, these weird items, there's teacups, there's blocks, there's soap things, all kinds of different things out there. But if you keep them, there are missions where you need to collect them. And so what I'll do is I'll keep one of every... I try to keep one of every type of every one of these handy. And same with these inert artifacts. So if you look at the properties of them, you'll see this is a A011. I believe this is a 23. Yeah. And this is a 23. Yeah. So I already got a 23. So I'm selling that. I already had one of these. What do they call this one? Tin can. So I already had a tin can, so I'm going to sell the tin can. I'm going to sell this extra 23, and this is a 35. And this is the most common. This is a little less common. This is fairly rare. So this will sell for a lot of money by itself. But I'll probably get a mission that requires all three of these, and then when that mission pops up, I can just come in here and grab those three, go in, complete the mission, and be done, rather than having to go out and search for them. But if I need the money, it's in a bank here. I got it, right? So if I need the money, I will sell them. And the rest of the stuff is all sold. This is ammo for my current equipment. I only got one health stim and a PM mag on the ground. What's that? He's full, so that's getting sold. And these crackers will get sold. They don't do me any good. And the cigarette mechanic, I'll just show you real quick. Pop, you can take it right out of the box into your mouth. That's a new feature. And you can light it. That's all great, but I can't open the box and put other cigarettes in. I can't go from, one. Oh, wait, you can. Oh, look at that. You can do it box to box. Oh. I prefer the ability to open a box manually, but that's new. I hadn't noticed that or tried that before. So you can go box to box. Cool. I don't particularly like that mechanic, but I'd like to see the open box and be able to open the box and keep the open box and all that. So we'll keep that handy, though. Maybe I'll start smoking now that I see there's some sort of mechanic to collect the thing. Sell all this. Yeah. All right. So I'll straighten all the ammo out. Straighten all the items. Pick what I want to sell, what I don't want to sell. Come in here. Sell everything. Did I just sell my cigarettes? Oh well, there'd be more out there. And you see the burn down is still there. Still hangs out in your mouth. There is a new interesting thing. The butt, when it's done, will just stay in your mouth. It doesn't automatically fall out, so you got to take it out of your mouth. And this is the store. It's an electronic store, Amazon's Vision, where you just grab something and leave, and it automatically charges your account. And here's what I was talking about, where this is too expensive. This should be half of as much as this should be half. Everything should be half price. It should half price sale the health, because you need a lot of it. So much of it, in fact, that every outing, at least $1,200 worth of health needs to be gone through. And so I'm that's what this run through is. I'm trying to figure out how can I be more cautious. How can I make sure that I save up health? And this 918 ammo is one thing I can say about it is it's super freaking cheap. As opposed to like the 919, which I can't even show you the price, but it's a lot more. And I want to get a couple of these too, I think. There. So we have it's not the prettiest amount of money, right? But it'll come back as we progress. So I'm going to quick go in here. And shower up. And you see it costs how much, but it's cheaper to a lot cheaper to shower than it is to use health stims. Health stims are a very expensive way to go. So you don't want to do that. Oh, I forgot this was here. That and this guy, I'll put on my wall for now. Sell them at some point, probably. These are awesome. These walls are cool. And I think we're good. So at this point, I'll sleep to the morning. By the way, this morning one, I like to sleep maybe 5 a.m. rather than 7, just because, and this was again before the time was ticking slower. So maybe now we'll do like 6. So you get to maximize the amount of time you get with daylight hours, because that's your most productive period in the radius. So anyway, with that, this is the Old Man Gamer signing out. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. There'll be more to come. Have a good day.